best football. Be a great environment. Looking forward to it.
We'll start with Brent.
Coach, anything new on Jalen McCullough's situation, and if he can't, how do you manage the last 48 hours on that deal?
Yeah, we're getting multiple guys ready to play, and obviously with the situation, there's a process that goes on. We're still going through that, and we'll see where we get to late tomorrow.
Tim in the back, and then Jim.
Coach, with the status of Bryce Young kind of up in the air, what changes for you guys when you're trying to prep for two different quarterbacks that their skill sets are a little bit different?
Yeah, skill sets are a little bit different. The thing about both of them is that they're mobile. You're going to see some of the base offense with whoever's playing. You have to prepare and have a plan for both of them anyways, depending on how the game unfolds. So, for us, our defensive players, but our coaching staff as well, having a plan for both.
Josh, a couple of things. What makes Jahmyr Gibbs such a special running back?
Yeah, I think he's got really good pace, vision, delivers blocks really well, slow to go early. Once he hits the hole, he's got an explosive nature about him. He's got the ability to make you miss an open space, can take it the distance. He's a really good back.
You mentioned trying to get guys ready for McCullough. Has McCullough practiced every day this week?
Nah, I'm not going to get into all that right now.
Wes?
Well, we tried on McCullough, so I guess we'll try on Tillman and Mincy. Any update with
I
the
thought you
others?
already would have put out a quote this week. You know what I mean?
I could guess, but it would just be a guess.
This is a big game. You guys you're usually on top of it. So now we'll see where we get to after tomorrow.
Back to Tim.
I know none of the players were here. I know you weren't here, but it's been a long time since Tennessee took care of Alabama. What would it mean to this program to come away with a victory?
This is a big one because it's the next one on us. Obviously, this is a rival game too. We understand the type of opponent that we're playing. It's a big game for everybody inside the program because this is the one that we got on Saturday afternoon. For our fan base, our former players understand the importance. This is one of the games that everybody circles and at the same time, there's not a play that we made or didn't make last week that's going to help us in this one. The same that's true with this rivalry, over here over the recent years. So for everybody inside our programs, it's about this week, this opportunity.
Josh, do you like the way your team is prepared for Florida, Pitt, LSU, and Alabama,
Yeah.
as opposed to just not getting too high for these type games, keeping an even keel?
Yeah, well, I think there's got to be consistent nature in the way that you approach every day inside of your building. The big games, there's more media attention. There might be more noise as the week continues to go on. But your approach and your preparation and your practice habits have to be really consistent. Otherwise, your performance is going to be very, very extremely up and down. And this group continues to get better in the way that we approach everything. You guys heard me say it last week. We've continued to practice better. They enjoy practicing. Good teams get better throughout the course of the week. I like, the approach and what we've done so far this week.
Coach, you talked a little bit about this after the Florida game, just sort of soaking in the moment, walking in on the Vol walk and on game day. Will you kind of let you and your players do that again, or is it something that now that you've seen it once, it's kind of maintain your focus a little bit more?
You better enjoy it. There's been a lot of work that's gone on from our staff and our players, to be able to play in games like this that matter from the outside. You know what I mean? And they have this type of attention. You should enjoy, Vol Walk. There's not a better pregame experience in all of college football than that. The energy inside of our stadium when you're running through the tee, you better enjoy that moment. Now, when the ball's kicked off, it's 11 on 11. You got to reset. You got to be, focused on doing your job at a really high level. When you're on the sidelines, you got to be able to take adjustments and then go execute them. You got to be in the moment. But yeah, for a brief second, you can enjoy the build-up and the lead-up to kickoff. And I think our players have handled it in a really pretty good way here this year.
Gosh, with Will Anderson being such a special talent, other pass rushers they have, and then all the stunning and games that they play up front, what's going to be important for your offensive line to have success in this
Yeah,
game?
if it was just one guy, it's, be easier, right? They're good across the board, and that's whoever in their front four steps on the field. They have the ability to rush the passer. They're dynamic and destructive in the run game, too. We got to have balance. You don't want to be living in third and long against these guys. We got to do a good job on early downs. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have to win some one-on-one, pass pro battles in those third and long situations.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Have a great couple of days here. See you on Saturday.